Hi everyone, I'm Daneen O'Donnell and this is Business as Usual and welcome to Grows on Main. And today I'm with the owner, Maddie Miller. How are you today?
I'm great, how are
And you
you?
have your little friend Olivia helping us with the interview today. And Maddie, when I walk into this store, it used to be second time around here on Main Street. And when I walk in, I just want to move in because you've made it look absolutely beautiful. So give us a little background. What exactly is Grows on Main?
So I originally started a business called The Secret Plant Company. I was doing it out of my house, literally door dashing.
Wow.
Because I was just propagating the heck out of plants and had nothing else to do with them. So started that, and my husband said, well, what are you going to do with all these? We started going around to different shows and festivals and selling, and that kind of got to the point where he looked at me and said, we need to settle down somewhere. So when this place went up for sale, it was a no-brainer. I mean, it's a huge space. So we got into here and we did all the renovations ourselves. So everything you see here is me, my husband, and
just a couple questions. Are you and your husband originally from Butler? Or are you from this area?
I'm from like the Elwood City and Zelienople area. He is a born and raised Butlerite.
Okay.
Funny story, his parents actually met in here. So
really?
When this place was McCarran's,
Yes.
His mother worked downstairs in the women's department. And so his dad came in to buy his sister a sweater, and he said, I never bought so many sweaters that year. So,
That's a great
and he didn't tell me that until after we bought the building. So that wasn't even a part of like the decision making.
That's really cool because it makes it sort of a special location for you.
Yeah.
Now, what made you become so interested in plants?
It, again, goes back to his parents. So originally, I bought a house in 2009, and I bought my first house plant because I thought that's what adults did. You just got a decor that is a plant. And I guess I just killed them, and I killed them, and I replaced them, and I replaced them. And then when his father passed away in 2009, we had gotten so many plants from the funeral arrangements that I was like, I need to keep these things alive. I can't kill these things. So I started looking into each individual plant, what they needed, where they came from, and it just, something clicked, and it just became an obsession from there.
Okay.
So here we are years later, and we're surrounded by hundreds of plants. So
Isn't that funny how things evolve like that? So, as a person who also tends to kill plants, and I like the idea of having plants because of the oxygen and all that kind of stuff.
Very healthy.
So is this a good place for a newbie to come in and learn what is best? So tell us how you kind of direct that path.
All the time we have people come in and say, I have an office space that has a window that the sun rises in, and I can only water it like once a week. So like with those things in mind, we know what plant will fit that. And it's which one do you gravitate towards, because this is, as long as you stick to these rules, you will keep that plant alive.
Okay.
So
I noticed that this is really a whole customer experience thing. You have different kinds of pots and different kind of plants. So people really have an option to choose what they want to do here?
absolutely. So people can come in, and obviously once we've decided on the plant they're going to get, we get to try it in different pots and see what looks best. And I, all day, every day, will repot it for people right here so they don't have to get their hands dirty. And, you know, we try to make it the one-stop shop for, you know, whether it's a gift or something you're just bringing to your home.
So with Olivia in the building with you, and you have another dog, Zola, I know that there are some plants that are dangerous for pets. So how do you handle that situation?
So we try, instead of somebody asking, is this safe, is this safe, we try to make it much easier for the shopping experience to just put a little paw print that has a little heart inside of it on for all the plants that are pet safe, so that if your cat or your dog or your kid eats it, it is 100% safe.
And I saw a succulent bar back there. Tell us about that, because that's really looks so cool to me.
It is a hit, I'm not gonna lie. So apparently the only other succulent bar is south of Pittsburgh. And I didn't even know that whenever I built this thing. This is actually a friend's idea. And so it's completely taken off, so people can come in and they pick a vessel. So we get anything from like brand new fancy vessels to vintage vessels.
Okay.
And you pick a vessel, you pick a plant, and you get to add the decor, and everything is completely individualized. And we've got people that come in once a week and just keep making them. So.
And do you have to set up an appointment to do that, or you can just walk in? And I noticed that today you have it set up for Valentine's Day, so I imagine you changed the theme kind of as the seasons change. That's very cool. Tell us a little bit about the space that you have here. I noticed that you are renovating a space downstairs. So tell us about that.
We have a space downstairs now that, because so many people keep trying to rent the space out for bridal showers, birthday parties, Bible study. So
this upstairs space, you mean? Okay.
They really dig the vibe. So we've now created a space downstairs where we continue to sell plants, but it's also got tables set up. It's got a bar set up if you wanted to have a bartender. We're gonna have a kitchenette if you wanna have food. It is just strictly for doing that kind of stuff. So.
And so there's a new venue if you have a group maybe around like 50, 60 people that you can come.
Yeah, and we're gonna call it the Root Cellar. So we're hoping in about a month, we will have the Root Cellar open.
Well, we're looking forward to that. I also see some other, well, a couple questions. Where do you get all these plants?
There are wholesale nurseries down in Pittsburgh. So they have them all shipped up on big trucks from Florida. And then I go down and I handpick every single plant that I bring into the store.
Okay.
So I spend, a whole day down in greenhouses picking out every single plant.
And when you do it, do you just basically pick them like, oh, that's beautiful, I want something like that?
You can look at like a shelf full of plants and just know that's the one that's gonna come home with me.
And I noticed you have other things for sale in here too. I was smelling some of those candles, which are really nice, and I've seen jewelry. So what kind of things do you have here?
So, like I said, candles, jewelry, pest control. We actually have other local artists and crafters. Like we have Ben Knapp. He has It's a Ben art, and he makes like cute little like glass animals. We have Andy Alm. He forges his own knives. He's actually right over by the Monroe Hotel, where he teaches even like blacksmithing classes and all that. So we try to let other artists kind of come in and, grow with us.
Maddie, how can we find out more about your hours here at Grows on Main?
So we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Our tags are at Secret Plant Company. We also have a website that is secretplantcompany.com. We are typically open 7 days a week. But with the winter hours, we're just closed on Tuesdays, but coming March, we'll be back open to 7 days a week. So we are 11 to 6 during the weekdays and 11 to 4 on the weekends.
Well, Maddie, I'm so glad to see people like you breathing new life into the businesses that are here in Butler downtown. And I encourage you to stop by. If you haven't been to Butler downtown for a while, there are so many new places, and you are going to love Grows on Main. For Armstrong, this is Daneen O'Donnell with Business as Usual. Thanks for watching this episode of Business as Usual. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all the shows from the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, you can click on the subscribe button down here. See you next time.